What's up, my peoples? I am Gandhi, and welcome to Gandhi's Thoughts, Day 2. That means I have successfully played 2 full days of Halo 4. But today, I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking as well as talk about my thoughts on Shutout, which is a map, which is the Lockout remake. Now, the other thing I'm going to talk about is it's kind of like a combo. It's going to be the Halo Council slash that Go Beyond Entertainment, the Ghost Ayami thing that has like Walshy, Strong Side, Snipe Down, Formal, all of those guys in it. And I figured I'd leave it up to you as to which one you would rather see. So if you want me to talk about my thoughts on Shutout, press 1. If you would like to hear me talk about THC and the other one, just and Go Beyond, press 2. The reason I want to do that is because some people either want to hear about one thing and not the other, so I just leave it up to a vote. We have a democracy here, we're hanging out, we're cool people. So that's that. But yeah, so far, 2 days, as I'm waiting, 2 days of Halo 4 have been successfully played. And today, I'll be playing, I'm going to go and eat after this, like right away, but it'll be like a 5-minute break. And then, okay, well, 3 doesn't really help me. It'll be like a 5-minute break, and then I'll be going on Team Throwdown with Diesel and the Richie Hines, and probably a fourth. So we'll be slapping some kids very, 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 very badly because they're better than me, and I'm good, but they are better. So it's always a plus. Well, no one wants to help it out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start it. So we're gonna go with Shutout because I see 3 votes for that. Um, so, playing Shutout, I have to say that, one, the remake of Lockout itself is okay. Okay, so it doesn't matter what 1 or 2 was, we're running with this. This is my show now. All right, moving forward. Playing Shutout's cool because it's like a Lockout remake, and the reason it's fun for me is because I have a lot of muscle memory in the whole game. I know what battles to take, I know what routes to take. I can take over BR, I can take over Snipe. I have to learn nothing new. Now, on the flip side of that, though, the problem with Shutout is a fact that's something that's very overlooked, and that's in TS Lockout, or in Lockout in Halo 2, the beginning spawns were random. You had no set spawn. You didn't know that red team was going to spawn library and be able to charge and get this hype through. No, there was none of that. You could have a great game where you get top BR, back BR, library, bottom BR, and you could get a guy at snipe tower, and you could have control snipe. That is all luck, and the other team spawns all bottom blue. Normally what happens is Carbon would spawn bottom blue, and Final Boss would get the good spawn, but really, it's like that there is no chance anymore. It is a set pattern, and that kind of ruins Lockout for me, because it's really all about that initial spawn and what happens from there. Now, another thing with Lockout is, one, I think the game types on there are kind of meh. Team Slayer is okay. I heard Ghost Ayami say he's going to be moving away from Shutout for V3, which is good. But at the same time, the reason I think they suck isn't because of the map itself. I believe it's because of the spawns. You have bottom blue. Bottom blue spawn is the staple in the game. There is no top BR. There is no library spawn really. It's like you either spawn snipe 2 or elbow, or you spawn bottom blue. It is very rare that you spawn BR, and that's fucked up. That's retarded. That makes no sense. It is a power position, and I think really what happened here is that whoever decided to make the map Lockout was probably like, I hated when people got that back BR spawn right behind library, and they spawn library when we're controlling BR, so we're just going to take those fucking spawns away. After the initial spawn in library, no one ever spawns library. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. I've only played 2 days of it, so it could be skewed, but from what I've noticed, no one spawns library ever. I think the key to making a good Lockout, and really any remake, is trying to put those influence as to where spawns actually happened back in the day. Now, of course, you can't have that random beginning spawn, but you always spawn bottom blue in this game, and that sucks. It's not fun. There's nothing you can do. A good team is going to set up And really, any team who's not a complete trash can is going to be able to set up and literally take control of that, and they're going to exploit it. If you get trapped in bottom blue, like if this was oddball in this game, which don't get me started on oddball in Halo 4, we're not going to talk about it. But if this was oddball and you always spawn bottom blue, you would literally the games would literally end in 3 to 4 minutes. Like it's nothing because you would keep spawning there. They would set up on BR tower, and you'd be fucked over and over and over and over and over again. And there's nothing you could do about it. Uh, but going back to what I was saying, the way to make a good remake is to put a lot of spawns on where they actually used to happen. Now that's something you very rarely see. But so what I mean by that, if you want to remake Lockout, you're gonna have to put a lot more. You're gonna have to put more than fucking 2 spawns top BR because there was a lot more than 2 spawns that could happen top BR. You should probably put I would say about 4 spawns from going from open ramp to top BR to closed ramp right behind library. 4 spawns there. You need to increase the amount of spawns you can have in library because that's ridiculous. Only at the beginning can you spawn there. You're going to have to increase the amount of spawns you can get at Snipe 2 because those used to always happen, even with line of sight. Right at the bridge, right above gate jump, spawns used to happen there every single time. So I've never spawned there, ever. So that has to be changed immediately. If you just add more spawns on power positions on the map, which they should be, you shouldn't always be spawning bottom blue. It's fucking retarded. And I'm not gonna say that it's not retarded because it is the most annoying thing in the world. How many times have you guys played King of the Hill Shutout and the hill goes bottom BR and you didn't kill anyone and you guys all died and then they have full control and you spawn bottom blue? You have 2 options, right? But any good team is going to send a guy over to snipe 3, and probably with the sniper. And so you really have, well, you have 3 options. You can lift up and get, you know, decapitated by top BR and top snipe. Okay, that's one option. You can go bottom middle and get stuck because the guy in the hill has sword and there's also a guy in library window putting down fire on you and there's nothing you can do about it. And then the other option is to go long ramp. And then when you go to play long ramp, you get shot from open ramp, which is top BR, and you get sniped at from top BR, or from top snipe. So that's that. So the only way I can see Shutout still being played, now keep in mind this is only my day 2, these are my personal thoughts and my personal gripes with it. So my little quibbles, if you will. That's what needs to be changed with Shutout. Now I know it's not perfect and everyone has different things, but I think if we want to see Shutout in the future, we're going to need more spawns. We will need more spawns. Top middle, or not top middle, Jesus, that's retarded. Do not make any top middle. Do not make any top middle. You're going to have more spawns in library. You're going to have more spawns top BR. You're going to have more spawns snipe 2. Hell, throw a spawn bottom middle. Anything is better than spawning bottom blue over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I say that many overs because that's how many times you spawn there. Now, moving forward. So, Shutout, increase the spawns. If it doesn't change anything, then the map's trash. There's no way you can have a competitive playlist unless you're gonna change it to where bottom blue has like a power weapon. Like unless bottom blue has something crazy, like I don't know, an overshield. There's no point in being there. Get rid of it. It's done. The map's a wash. Now, the second part isn't. It has some stuff to do with Halo 2. Or not Halo 2. It has some stuff to do with Halo 4. But really, I really want to just show you guys where I'm coming from because a lot of people have a hard time expressing their point of view on a lot of things, and that's something I'm talented at, and I want everyone else to know where I'm coming from when I make the decisions I make. So yesterday, Ghost approached me yesterday with a chance to be a part of this Beyond Entertainment organization on YouTube or whatever it is that he is starting. And you know, I listened to it, and they have a good model, right? And I don't know what I can or can't talk about, but I didn't really get much information because he's very good at the manager at, and he basically said, hey, I got the word, you can come on if you want, and I said, you know, man, I'm going to have to decline. And so the reason, and it's no personal disrespect. I love Ghost Ayami. I am very biased towards Ghost Ayami, as everyone knows. Uh, but I turned it down, and the reason I turned it down is for a couple things. One, and this is the first one. And the first reason I turned it down was because I started something with the Halo Council. I did a live show with the Halo Council. We grew from very infant stage of like 300 follower or 300 concurrent viewers all the way up to, I think, the best show that I was ever a part of was probably about 1,700. So we did very, very well, right? But as the Halo Council grew, Nexi launched a website. They got more based towards YouTube, and I'm PC illiterate, right? Like I can't. I'm not good with Sony Vegas. Hell, I can't even afford Sony Vegas. So I can't edit videos. That's all out of my hands. All I can do is the live show. So without the live show, I'm useless. But so as everyone knows who follows the Halo Council, or followed Halo throughout that time, was is we took a lot of time off from doing the live shows. Now during that time, I would try to help out a little bit, but there's really my scene was the live show. So without the live show, I had nothing to offer. Now there's some people in the Halo Council, like Siren, for example, who he's one of those people who if he thinks you're underperforming, that he's gonna kind of band together with people and kind of push you out slowly, right? And that's kind of what happened to me. But really, I just couldn't. I was like, look, I can only do this. I know I'm wasting your time, so I'm stepping out. And that's why I left complete reins. And it's not all. It's actually no. It's all mostly because of is Siren. Like, I don't see eye to eye with him. I probably never will. But that's where it's coming from. So I had that done with Halo Council. Now I'm not asking for people to be like, oh my God, you did so much work with the Halo Council. You deserve everything. No, that's not the case. Because guys like Clicked, Euphorix, Nexi, all of these guys slaved for a very long time. And the YouTube page is humongous. Humongous. They are doing awesome for themselves. I'm so pumped for Nexi. They got that deal coming out with Envy controllers. That's awesome. Badass, right? So I mean, these guys mean the world to me. Nexi is a badass dude, and I'm never gonna take that away from him. Even though he's kind of a douchebag these days on Twitter, isn't he? Got the check mark, and he thinks he's like Mr. Big Shot now. But so I'm kind of leading that pave the road for me. And that's kind of why I made my decision to not be a part of Go Beyond Entertainment. Now, I know some of you guys care about this, some of you don't, but I'm just making sure everyone knows that don't go to Ghost and be like, why aren't you getting Gandhi to be on this show? It's because I turned it down. All right, so we're all on the same page here. There is no secrets here on the Gandhi stream. We are promoting testosterone every single day. This is a manly zone. But so the next thing with that though is anything. I'm always going to promote both, right? If there's a good piece of Halo content on the Halo Council, I'm going to promote the shit out of it. If there's a good piece of Go Beyond Entertainment content, I'm going to promote it, right? And if Ghost ever needs me, yeah, that's me getting Skypes. Those are messages, so I apologize. But if Ghost needs me to do something like freelance work, I'm going to fucking jump on it in a heartbeat. I just don't want to be bound by anything because of what the past has brought to me already. So I just want to clarify that right now. Now, other than that, hold on. I was distracted by my bottle. I thought I had a cap on and I didn't. Oh, they're the gaming council now. Oh, see, I didn't even know that. But to be honest, I kind of like a lot of people have asked me like, and it's perfect because I forgot all about this. A lot of people have asked me, they're like, Scott, like even though because this is when I stepped down from Halo, they were like, hey, what do you think of the Halo Council going from, the Halo Council and betraying their roots and leaving these people in the dust and now becoming the Gaming Council? And I said, well, to be honest, it's not a bad idea. And the reason it's not, you have to look at it as a business standpoint. And I know that sucks, and it always does. It's always going to suck to look at it that way. But once you start looking at it as a business standpoint, it makes sense because Nexi is in this position to really do something awesome for console gaming, and I know he has all the connections in the world. He is a part of Astro Gaming, which is connected with Envious, which is connected to Eon, which is connected to Machinima, means it's connecting to Fwiz, which means it's connected to Optic Gaming. All of it's this huge fucking web of shit, right? So he's gonna deliver a lot of things. Now, how the content's gonna be for Call of Duty, I have no idea. That's not my scene. I don't really care about it. We've discussed this. It's whatever. But so, it's a smart decision for them, and I honestly hope the best for them. But really, it's not me. Okay. So as it stands now, and for the future of me in this scene, uh, if for the future of me in this scene, what I see myself doing is one, I'll probably compete again. Two, I'm going to be streaming at least 6 days, 6 or 7 days out of the week. After about 2 weeks, once day 14 hits, I'm going to start running customs with people, so I have, big enough testicles to compete with people instead of just getting fucking shit on. So once day 14 hits and I know the maps and I have the majestic map paps and everything like that, then we'll start running community customs. I'm going to try to do my best to engage the viewers, but you can only include so many people, so I'm not going to act like I'll get all of you in because it may not happen. So clarify, if I don't get to you, it's not because I hate you. It's not like I want to go over there, grab this axe, and fucking chop your head off. It's nothing like that. So that's how it's going to be. So my future is probably going to be streaming, playing, hanging out, and challenging people to 1v1 dispatches every once in a while, day one. What the fuck was that about, dude? That was fucking annoying as shit. So that's where it's at. When's the topless stream? Topless stream. Probably like April. April I'll do it. In regards to League of Legends, League League and I are not on speaking terms at all. I hate League as it stands right now. I absolutely hate League. But the last thing I want to talk about, and it's really more of a question, so if anyone has any answers for me, I'm going to go with it. Now, setting Crisis has always been a burden on me. It's always been that way for me, and it's probably going to always stay that way. I have a problem going from like 5 cents, 4 cents, 3 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents, bumper jumper, recon, default. Never going to play fish stick because that's fucking retarded. Wait. Uh, never going to touch fish stick. That's just retarded. But um, bumper jumper 3 cents is kind of like the standard, right? That was the standard in Halo 3, so I got to think it's kind of the standard at this point now because of the 360 controller. And that's what I want to talk about is this fucking 360. This little piece of shit. This thing. See this thing? This thing sucks, all right? And anyone who says this thing doesn't suck has a problem. This disgrace to console gaming controllers literally is awful. So I want to know what controller is actually good. This one's a slow turn. I'm always going to get a slow turn because I have no idea where to get another one. So if you have stepped away from the 360 and all of a sudden you're enthralled to come back in and play, maybe match against me or play with me, either way, bring it on. Get a good controller because this one kind of sucks. Now, I know scuff controllers have these like buttons on the triggers. I'm not using that. Okay, I'm not messing with the scuffs. I am. How much is a scuff? Honestly, realistically, what is a scuff? $80? I'll tell you what. The other thing that's not good is the MLG controller, which is right here. Now, the MLG controller, as you guys all know, is like $120 or something along those lines. But if you watch me stream, like I get into it, like if I lose, I'm pretty fucking mad. But so this thing, I'm missing parts. That there's nothing here. These things just kind of like fucking fall off. It's definitely it's not my forte. I'll tell you that much. It's not for me. But so the MLG controller's out, right? And so the 360 controller's there. If It is a trash can controller. But so what I'm asking you is what controller is good? Because wired controllers in my area are like gone, and the only ones you get are these little pieces of shit white ones that don't even work. You know what I'm saying? Really, what it comes down to is I want to know this: who out there, what one of you mad scientist motherfuckers, have figured out a way to reconstruct the beautiful, magnificent S-Type into a 360 controller? Who has done that? If you have done that, then we are on good fucking paths. Oh my god, this guy with the S-Type blows. I will fucking come through this internet and come right to you, uppercut, and be back. You got a guy? All right. All right, we're good. We're good on this. So we all understand. Okay, so listen. Look, here is why the 360 controller does not rule. Ready? Ready? So, for you who have small hands, right? For you small hand people, you don't have this problem. You see this? Look at this. My fingers are touching. They're touching. I hate that. I hate it. There is nothing I like about this. See that? They're touching. This is I can hold it normally, right? Like I can hold it like this, but when I'm in it to win it, like this is it. And it's hitting, and that is, no, you can't curl your fingers, man. You can't curl your fingers. You can if what you're one of these guys who plays on the fingertips. If you literally play like this, you're probably a trash can in every way, sense, and form. You probably have a hard time figuring out what sensitivity is good for you. You probably go from 3 to 5 cents religiously trying to figure out what's best. You cannot play with this. If you play with the tip of your finger, you might as well just put down the game. You are not good. It's not good. I'll help you out. You know why Enable's decent is because he's missing that half thumb, so he can't play with the thumb. He does not play with that. He plays like this, flat, as you should. Look at that. Look at the range of motion. Oh, 4-shot right there. Oh, brainer, right there, done. Right? That's it. That's how you do it. But if you're like this, you're like, so precise. It's so precise. Well, win. You can't do it. You cannot do it. You can't do it. But that's gonna do it for me, right? That's kind of Gandhi's thoughts here. In about 5 minutes, I will be going to be playing some Team Throwdown with my man Diesel, or Tyler Hoyt, as you guys know him, and Richie Hines. So stay tuned. I will be back in about 5-10 minutes. I got to throw in my bourbon chicken. It's delicious in every way, sense, and form. So until then, stay tuned, you beautiful people.